everyone, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Ashley, and here I talk about embroidery, applique, Etsy, running your own small business. So if you're not already subscribed, we'd love to have you subscribe and join us. So today, or this week I guess, I'm going to bring you guys along just a week in the life. I'm kind of vlogging starting Monday morning. It's Monday right now. Just more to keep myself accountable. You may notice in the background things look a little different. I've moved my island. This is actually how my room was originally designed by me to be used, and then I rotated it when I started doing YouTube because for filming. We're going to try it this way this week and see how it goes. So I'm vlogging all week, at least a little bit each morning, so that I can keep myself accountable because holy moly orders this week, guys. Yo, incredibly thankful for every single order, but this is my to-do list for the week. Yeah. That entire sheet of paper, 128 items. Now some of those, it's like some jackets have 2 things on them, so I count that as 2 on this type of list so I can cross each one off as I go. It just helps me see how much I need to get through each and every day. It's broke down by when orders need to ship. So for example, you know, this up here in the corner is everything that needs to ship Monday. The rest of that column's everything that needs to ship tomorrow on Tuesday. Overwhelmed is definitely where I'm at right now. So many orders, so many items to do. Like I said, very thankful for every order, but I'm definitely overwhelmed at this point, especially now being 31 weeks pregnant and trying to get through all this. Plus have my 2-year-old here with me. So, let's see if we can get this all done this week in a timely fashion. Today and tomorrow is probably honestly going to be the hardest days. Friday's always busy because I have orders for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to ship. And then, but I have my husband home that day to watch my daughter. So I can dedicate all day to that. And I don't have any appointments or anything on Friday this week, thank goodness. So it'll just be just a work day. But I'm going to go ahead and print off the last of the orders that have not printed. Most of them I came in printed yesterday to prep myself and get this list ready. But I need to order jackets for the orders that came in Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I need to do that real quick. That'll be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But you gotta spend money to make money, right? And then I'm gonna start on setting up files. I meant to do that last night and I did not because I was just tired, and I need to get that done now. So I do have to leave here in like 45 minutes for an appointment. So yay. Alright, so checking in again for Monday afternoon. It is like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Still don't have the machines on and going, of course. I just tallied up what all I do have to do for the day. I have 75 jackets to do this week, 12 applique shirts, and then 6 bunnies and baskets. So those will only have a name. They're quick and easy. Plus, I'm sure just some random other little things that I haven't thought of. But that's everything that's on my list for the week. I did go ahead and pull a bunch of jackets that I had on hand, so I didn't have to order those today, so that's nice. I cut my order in like half, so saved some money and used up some of my inventory I have on hand because I did inventory again over the weekend, and oh my goodness, I have so much on hand that I don't like keeping that much on hand, like dollar amount wise. So trying to thin through that with each order. Like I said, I was able to probably save $200 to $300 just by pulling jackets from what I already have. So that's nice. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out all the boxes that I already have for the week. I ordered stuff today, obviously, plus I'm waiting on stuff that I ordered Thursday and Friday from different warehouses to arrive this week. They'll kind of trickle in through the rest of the week. But the majority of what I need for this week should be here already. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all of those out. They're all stashed under my counter right here, instead of in front of my closet door, which is why I moved my room back around, because it was crazy trying to get in my closet every time I needed it in there. So we're going to try this again, and that's where they used to be. And I'm going to go ahead and pull all those out, sort through as much of the week as I possibly can, and then just kind of like make note. It's like, okay, this one's missing, this one's missing. And then I'm going to sit down and set up files. Like I said, still don't have Monday's orders worked on. This is how a typical Monday goes, even when I don't have to leave for several hours for an appointment. It's just like by the time I get through all the administrative stuff, it's late in the day. So starting off the week probably behind. Don't like doing that, especially with how much I need to do tomorrow. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get as much of that done as possible, and then we'll go from there. So one of my jacket orders that was supposed to be here today doesn't look like I have. So, and I also just wrote on my orders, hey, I have that, just pull from your inventory, and then I never did. So then that's why you saw me digging in my closet. Yes, I'm usually more organized than this. I also usually have more energy and keep on top of this a little bit better. So I am gonna look at my tracking for the package that should have been here today, because I think I should have had 3 coming today instead of just 2 boxes. Let's see if it's here. Ooh, it says out for delivery and UPS has already been here, so I'm guessing it's not going to get delivered today. He was here forever, like looking around his truck, so I'm guessing he couldn't find it. It probably got buried under something. So he might stop back by later. He's done that before, or it just might show up tomorrow. But at least, okay, at least I know that I don't have it for a reason. Back to sorting orders again. Like I said, this is just kind of a normal Monday. Usually I like to sort them by the box, so that way I make sure that everything's there. But today I just kind of threw them all on there, and now I'm trying to sort through all of them and determine what's here, what's not, things like that. So complicated it for myself today, but I just want to get it out of the way for the week for basically everything except Friday, Saturday, Sunday stuff that won't be here until tomorrow or later. So it's a trade-off, I guess. So as you can see, hot mess today. Everything is everywhere. I have stuff everywhere in different boxes in my closet. It's not on the shelves because I'm out of shelf room, so it's just stacked, and then you can't get to the shelves because the stuff's stacked in front of it. It's time to clean it all out. I just don't have the time, honestly, the energy, and I probably shouldn't be lifting all that anyways, even though you just saw me lift all of it. Definitely need to get back to a better system. This is kind of a modified version of what I used to do when I used to routinely do this volume of orders, but I feel like my old system used to be better. I need to get back to that. Ideally, I'd like to start carrying some inventory. I know I go back and forth on that, even in this video already in one day, but this is the problem. Like, I'm terrible at it. Finding what I need, keeping it in like organized areas with a good count of what I actually have and what I don't, remembering to check it off, things like that, is a problem for me. So I need to come up with an electronic way to do that that does it automatically. If you have any suggestions that automatically syncs your Etsy orders with what you have in inventory, let me know. I'm always open to that. I have not found a good resource for myself on that, so if you have any suggestions, happy to look into it. That's it for now. I'm gonna sit here and set up orders. My daughter's actually, I think, waking up, so I probably have to go get her first. And it's really nice out today. It's like upper 60s in Illinois in March, so we might just go outside. I might take my laptop and see if she'll play while I can work a little bit. And that's probably it for today. I'll see you guys in the morning. Hey everyone, good morning. It is now Thursday, so failed at vlogging for the whole week. I did work Tuesday some. I'm not sure that I vlogged. I don't think I did. Just to kind of keep enough to keep up. And then yesterday I did not feel good. I took basically a sick day. Good and bad parts about working for yourself is you can take those when needed, but now I'm behind again. So got a lot of catching up to do. But I do not have my daughter today. She is with her grandma, so I've got all day to work by myself. However, it's already like 9:30. She just left, so I'll have until like 3 or 4 to work, but I'll have to go to the post office at 3, so I have about till 3 to work. Lots to do. Like I said, I'm behind. I don't even know how far behind I am, other than very behind, and I'm probably not going to get caught up today. But I'll have all day today, all day tomorrow. Hopefully I can utilize that time well and not overdo it to the point where I can't move the next day, like last week. And yeah, so the only things I've really done yesterday was print off orders and order what I needed. Those should be arriving today. Since I'm so busy right now, I've been ordering 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, instead of my normal twice a week, Monday and Thursday. So I don't need to do that this morning. It was done yesterday. I will have to tomorrow though. That's nice because then things trickle in a little faster and I'm not waiting as long for some jackets to get here. So that's good. I've been using a lot of my own inventory here lately too. I want to kind of reduce that down before I go on maternity leave. So it all actually fits in my closet nice and neat, and I'm just not carrying that extra overhead. And it reduces costs for now, especially now that a lot of the jacket styles are starting to restock. I don't feel like I need to keep as much on hand in case of sudden things going out of stock. So I need to get to work. I have the first probably half of the file, half to 2/3 of the files that I need to get done today are already set up. So I'm going to go ahead and start the machines running. There's a jacket on each one still. They just need to go back and add the names and fold them up. Otherwise they're done. And then I've got just boxes, you can't even see them, boxes upon boxes stacked here that I need to work on. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and just bring you guys along as I'm working today. guys just saw was me transferring my files to my machines. I choose to do that because my older 6 needle does not take a USB. It just does a direct cable connection to the computer. So when I turn the machines on, it pops up on my computer through a USB. As like, it kind of looks like a jump drive would, or a thumb drive, whatever you want to call it. And I just copy and paste my files to each of the respective machines. To be honest, I find that so much easier. Now, I can't transfer sometimes all of my files for the day because they only hold so much memory on the machines themselves. It does not save to the machine, so if I turn the machine off, I'm going to have to redo it again unless I manually save it to the machine. That's maybe the only downfall of this. But for me, it's quick and easy. If I forget a file, I can go over, copy and paste it in while the machine's on. I don't have to take the USB stick out. I don't have to carry it around. It's just one less step for me, and that's why I do that. I always get questions on why I use that instead of a USB, but the biggest reason is it's the way I've always done it, because I had one of these machines to start with that does not have a USB port. I actually used to have 2 of these, and that's what I started with multi-needles. So I've always had to use that. Even if I used a USB on my 10 needles, I would still have to do it this way for my 6 needle. So it's just easier to do everything the same way. And honestly, like I said, I prefer it this way because for me, it's quicker and faster. I don't have to keep track of a little thumb drive. Hey everyone, good morning. It's now Friday, so welcome to the vlog. This is when I normally vlog, so welcome back. Lots to do today. I vlogged yesterday, but I'm not sure how much I actually got because I didn't realize my camera kept shutting off because the battery is starting to get low. Wasn't even dying. But live and learn. I don't think it got a lot, but I think I got some for you. Just working yesterday, nothing fabulous, I'm sure. Lots to do today. I have 40 jackets and 7 applique shirts and a bunny basket. So lots to do. Gonna be a long day. It's already 7:30. I do have all my files set up. I have pretty much everything down here prepped, other than I just need to like put stabilizer on my fast frames, cut some more stabilizer for shirts, things like that. Shouldn't take me long. I actually have one machine that didn't finish stitching yesterday afternoon, so it's actually ready to go. I just need to press start, and then I just need to get things going on the other two, and let's go ahead and get this done today. Hopefully we can get it done. I got plans tonight, and I don't want to work tomorrow, so let's try to get this all finished today. So I didn't show much of this yesterday, but I have 4 of these donut shirts to go. So I have just stitched out the placement stitches for all these. I actually deleted the tack down altogether, and I pre-cut my fabric for this design, like I said, because I had 4 of them, and cutting in like the design of this as well as the letters is a little intricate. It's not hard, but when you have 4 of them, it actually, for me anyways, is a little bit faster to pre-cut my fabric. I do have a video specifically on that, so I will link that. So what I do is I cut to the exact dimensions of the design. I do not do any type of inflation factor, since I'm going to be doing a satin stitch on these. Now if I was doing a bean stitch or like a vintage stitch, I may need to do a little bit of an inflation factor to account so the stitching would actually catch on it, and make sure that's secured well. So what I do is I just get my pre-cut fabric out. The only bad part about doing this design this way is that you have to line, on this design, you have to line up the donut and the frosting just perfectly. And once they're cut, it's really hard to see like what's the top, what's the bottom, you know. And then I use my little, it's basically a generic version of a Cricut mini press. It's a cow print. It's from Amazon. If it's not linked below, let me know and I can link that for you. Otherwise, just search on Amazon for like a mini heat press or mini Cricut easy press. It was, I think, around $30 when I bought it, and it's honestly well worth it just for this alone. Like I said, I don't do this on all my applique. I only do it on things that are intricate to cut, and or when I'm doing multiple of a certain design. Sometimes when my machines are running, I can put these into my silhouette real fast, and then they're ready to go when I need the next shirt. There we go, all ready. So now it's just gonna go ahead and stitch out the satin stitching to secure that all on there, and we're good to go. did kind of pause everything for a few minutes because I have some UPS orders that need to go out today. I do have a UPS delivery scheduled, so I'm just going to try to, like usual, sneak in some pickups. So I've got 3 of them packaged. The 4th one, I had forgot to like mark down on my sheet that it was. I tried to, on my to-do list for the week that I make, I try to just designate which ones are UPS, so that way I can get those done first on my list instead of just going in order that they're received. And that, so I can ensure I get them out before UPS delivers here. We do not have like a set time. Sometimes we're at the beginning of the route, sometimes we're at the very end. So he's come as early as, you know, 9:30 in the morning, which it's 10 o'clock now. And sometimes he comes at 6 p.m. at night. So it's sometimes hard to tell. It's usually around noon. But just in case, we're going to go ahead and get these out the door. I'm just trimming up this last one, and I'm going to package it real quick and then get everything running again. I'm doing pretty good. I've still got a lot to do. I don't know how many I've got done. I've got through a lot of the shirts. I have this one to do. I have one more that I'm waiting on, a gray long sleeve shirt. Someone had special ordered that, and I had pre-approved it. But that's out for delivery today, so I won't be able to do that until that's delivered. So that'll probably be one that I'll have to do late this evening or tomorrow morning. And then I have 3 of the exact same design, Easter design, to do next for one order. But those will be quick and easy because, like I said, they're the same thing, and it's a pretty easy trim, so they'll be fast. And then hopefully I'll have those done by lunchtime, maybe. And I can turn my focus then at that point onto just doing jackets on all 3 machines, which honestly, there's such a difference between running 2 machines versus 3 on orders. It just seems like everything goes so much faster, like more than just one machine faster. I don't know why. Alright, so getting ready to start on the Easter ones. Got those 2 machines going. And right now I'm watching Angela while she's live working. Hi, Angela. Alright, so next up I have a 5XL Monogram T-Shirt. So for most of my Monogram T-shirts, I use the 5.5 inch Mighty Hoop, and I use my Mighty Hoop board. I only have the standard board though. I don't have the one that has like the extended sides, the plus sizes. Maybe someday, but for now I don't do enough of them to justify the extra cost. So I do usually hoop these flats. I do still use my Mighty Hoops. Sometimes I'll use my 6x6 Durkee frames. I don't have them out right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and use these. I actually find it a little bit harder to use the Mighty Hoops with the magnets on the flat surface, but it's not impossible. I get less of hoop burn with them than I do with the Durkee hoops. So we're going to try it today. I'm going to show you just kind of how I do it. I like to use my little dot stickers. I get these from All Stitch, and to mark the center of the design. Now on my jackets I usually mark the top center, but for Monogram shirts I do the center of the actual design, so I can find it on the machine. It's just a little bit easier. I don't know why I do it different, just do. So for Monogrammed shirts, I use the landmarks on the shirt itself, as well as measurements down from the chest, or I'm sorry, the top shoulder seam, to find where I want to place my monogram. So I go over, if this was a small, it'd be about down from here. I do adjust it over a little bit as we go into the plus sizes, and then I look at the top seam and the armpit seam and find about halfway. So my eyeballing was, I don't know, what, half an inch off or so. So that's about where the center is going to be. My monogram is going to be about, you know, this tall, 3.5 to 4 inches tall. This is a 7-inch piece of stabilizer. So it's going to be about, well actually that's an 8-inch piece of stabilizer. So it's going to be about 7 inches down, because this is 6-inch, this is 8-inch, so it's about halfway. So it'll be about 7 inches down. Now, I normally don't do that far down, but again, this is a 5XL shirt, so I want to make sure it's not up too far on the shoulder, but you also don't want to center it too far down and be on the person's chest either. So when I'm hooping flat, it's hard for me to make sure like my thing is not rotated. If you have a 10 needle that has the snowman snickers, this would be a good place to use them. That way you know it just rotated correctly. I just thought of that, never used them for that. But what I do, my little secret is I just use a little straight sewing pin, and I put that in horizontally as straight as I can, and that just gives me like a landmark once I am putting the hoop in. So I do use adhesive spray. I like KK100 from Gunold. I buy this, it's the cheapest I've found because I can buy it wholesale by the case from Gunold. You will need a wholesale account with them, obviously, to get that pricing. So I use a 6x6 piece of stabilizer. This is 8x8 tearaway. I just feel like the tearaway gives you a nice, more crisp hooping with the Mighty Hoops. So what I do, that has a little bit of adhesive spray on it, I place this inside the shirt. This also gives me, using the pin, kind of a place to where to place the stabilizer inside the shirt. I do not use the backing holders on the Mighty Hoops. I don't know. Are they even available for this? I don't know. I've tried it with the 8x9 Mighty Hoop, and honestly, it doesn't work for me. It's just not how I prefer to do things. So there's that. I'm going to take my inside hoop, and I'm going to try to get this hoop aligned as closely as possible, so that way when I set this down on top, it's straight. So what I do is I use that bottom mark as kind of a landmark. You can kind of see if it's straight or not. I try to keep my shirt as straight as possible on my cutting mat. I do use like a ruled cutting mat, so that does help me to see if it's straight. See, it's not quite straight, so I'm going to bump up that side. Are we about centered? I think so. And you can kind of see the center of the hoop. Maybe a little bit that way. All right. Let's go ahead and try this. Sometimes this takes me multiple times, I will warn you. All right, that's pretty close. It's very much aligned horizontally. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take that out. It's off center just a tiny bit, but this is only like a 3.5 to 4 inch monogram, and with a 5.5 inch hoop, that gives me room to be a tiny bit off center one way or the other. I can just move the monogram over on the machine and make sure that the center of the actual monogram's right there where that little dot is I placed. Then I'll remove that and go ahead and stitch out the design or the monogram. Alright, so here's a quick before lunch update. It's like 11:30-ish. I'm gonna go eat lunch. Those are all the shirts I have done. Those are all the jackets that I have done. Don't mind my messy floors. They're stacked there on the box. I have not folded anymore. Those are all I still gotta do. I'm going on deck. Getting close to being done. And then I've got another one to do. I have one Easter shirt going, and the last one right there. I'll have one more shirt after this one here, but that's the one I'm waiting on to come in the mail today, so probably won't have it until very, very late. So, quite a bit to do still. I think I'm making a decent progress. I still have one bunny basket to do, but those are names, so they go fast. Bunch of jackets. I haven't counted how many. When I get back, I really need to focus on getting what I have done trimmed. So I busted my rear end earlier to get UPS packages out. And apparently we had a sub driver today, and he left my package that he delivered about 6 inches from my packages I set out for him. Not happy, because now I'm going to have to make a 50-mile round trip to UPS. So there's that. Alright, so another quick update. It's after lunch. It's like 12:30. I'm getting ready to get started again. I'm actually going to leave the machines off until I know my daughter's completely asleep for her nap. My husband was kind enough. He is taking my UPS orders into town for me, so I don't have to waste an over an hour of my time doing that this afternoon. So that's very awesome. Very thankful for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish orders. I've got one more shirt to do, one that'll be coming late this afternoon. I won't get done today. I'll either do it tomorrow morning to ship tomorrow, or I'll just have to postpone it till Monday. I did forewarn them that that might happen since I was ordering in a special like color long sleeve shirt for them. But I've got quite a few jackets left to go. Like I said, I'm going to hold off on turning things on until she's asleep. But I've got enough here to trim and fold to keep me busy for at least a half an hour, if not an hour. So I'm going to do that for a few minutes, just quietly while she's falling asleep. And then I will pick back up with embroidering and trying to get the rest of these done. I'm not going to get them all shipped by 3 p.m. I know that. My goal is to get everything that's done and packaged shipped by 3 p.m. and then everything else is just get it done, and I can always trim and fold, package in the morning and drop them off tomorrow. So fingers crossed we can get the rest of these done. This was way more than I like to do in one day, so let's go ahead and get started on this. end of the day. It is 2 o'clock. I still have 19 jackets left to go, plus this cute little bunny basket. I just thought I'd show you guys real quick how I hoop these. To be honest, this is when I wish I had that freestanding like board thing from Mighty Hoops, but I don't. So on these bunny baskets, they're super thick and like padded. They're not just like your canvasy ones. Well, actually the canvasy ones, you don't need stabilizing either. But what I do, I don't even use stabilizer on these either. I just put it in there and snap it down. This is one of the times that I actually used one of my little snowman stickers as well, which I don't have out yet. So I'm going to grab that real quick, and then I'm going to hoop these. And I've actually been using like the edge of my countertop, like I said, because I kind of need that board, but I don't have it. So we're going to work with what we have, right? So let's grab the placement sticker. If you have a Brotherton needle or one of their single needles, like the upper level single needles that have these snowman feature, use it. I did a video on this, y'all. I don't know why I waited so long to use it. All right, I'm going to use the corner of my countertop, and I'm going to move you guys so you can see. Don't mind my messy office. All right, woo, mess. All right, this is what I did the other day, and it worked pretty well. Just the edge of my, or corner of the cabinet. I don't want to pinch my fingers. Almost did that the other day too. And then I also want to be just aware of which side goes in towards the machine. It goes in towards the machine like this, which is how I want it. All right, that looks good. Let's see if I have enough hands to do this today. All right, there's that. Now what I'm going to do is pull these ears out of here so it can actually hoop. Because that was, it's a lot to hold on to and hold out of the way. That's pretty tight. Everything inside's ready to go. So I just slip this on the machine, pull the name up, use the snowman feature to center, and rotate it exactly where it needs to be, and stitch it out. So these are quick, fast, easy. At this point in the game, it's probably too late to do bunnies or baskets for this year, but if you're looking for one quick, easy, fast, profitable ideas for next year, bunnies and baskets Easter are almost always a huge hit. Saturday morning and I finally have everything done. This is the shirt I was waiting on. Finished all these jackets, and those are just going in different packaging. That's why they're separate. Plus 5 of logos, local logos. This morning I just need to put names on those. I'll do that this afternoon because they're not shipping. But all those finished. I'm getting ready to package everything and get them to the post office. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for joining me this week. I hope this was helpful to someone or motivational. And like always, if you could like and subscribe, that helps us out so much. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!